All right, today, Olivia, we're going to do some opinion writing, and I've got an organizer here that we're going to use to organize our writing. Okay, so the topic that we're going to do here is should screen time be limited to kids in the summer? So that's our topic. All right. So first of all, in our graphic organizer, so what we need to do is we need to introduce our opinion by giving a topic sentence, and then we'll state our opinion. Okay. After that, what we'll do is we're going to give 3 reasons. And then with each reason, we're going to have an example. So we'll have reason 1, example 1, reason 2, example 2, and then reason 3, example 3. And then at the end, to wrap it all up, we're going to have a conclusion. Okay, so using that example that I just told you, okay, so should screen time be limited for kids in the summer? So first of all, I've got my topic sentence. So my topic sentence, I'm going to put it right in my graphic organizer here. Stay organized. It says, many children spend extra time using electronic devices during summer vacation. So that topic sentence introduced my topic and what I'm going to be writing about. Now I'm going to state my opinion, what I feel about that. Okay, so here's my opinion. I believe screen time should be limited for kids during the summer. That's what I think. I think you have a different opinion from the look on your face. All right, now I'm going to give 3 reasons, and with each of those reasons, I have to have an example. So if I'm going to give my opinion, I have to have some reasons for that opinion. All right, so reason number 1, so I'm going to continue using my graphic organizer, staying organized here. So reason 1, limiting screen time gives children more opportunities to play outside. It's a pretty good reason, isn't it? All right, so now let me explain, giving more details to elaborate upon that. So here is an example. So it says, when children spend less time on devices, they have more time to be active, and explore new hobbies. What do you think about that example? All right, let's think about that. All right, so I give 1 reason, so now here's my second reason. So reason 2, children can pick up a physical book and read. Okay, so that's why they need to spend time off of devices, actually pick up a book and read. Okay, so now let me give an example related to that. Okay, reading books gives children the opportunity to learn new things as well explore the library for new genres. Okay, so there's my example related to my second reason, reason number 2. All right, now on to my third reason. So I think after 3 reasons, you're definitely going to really see why my opinion so that I had related to our topic here. So reason 3, most importantly, children can spend time with family and friends. All right, so now I'll give an example related to that. Here's my example. I have spending time with family and friends helps build relationships. Okay, so far what have we done? I had my topic sentence related to what this prompt's all about. I gave how I feel, my opinion. I've got 3 reasons, but not just 3 reasons. I've got examples to elaborate and give more details about that. So now at the end, we just need to wrap it all up. Okay, so conclusion. So here is my conclusion. It says, for these reasons, I believe children should have limits on their screen time during the summer. Okay, so using the graphic organizer, you can see how I laid it all out. So related to that writing prompt, so with the topic sentence, opinion, 3 reasons with 3 examples, as well as the conclusion. Okay, all right, so now let me go ahead and clear this off. All right, and actually let me move it up here so that we have an example to go back to, because what you're going to do is you're going to help me. So we're going to do some writing together, opinion writing. Okay, so let me leave this example here so we have it to go back to so you can see what we did for that first writing prompt. Okay, and we're going to use our graphic organizer here and we're going to fill this in together with a new, new prompt. Okay, all right. So now here's the prompt we're going to do together. So this prompt says, should you have a later bedtime? Let you think about that for a second. Should you have a later bedtime? Okay. All right. So I'm going to put the pen in your hand. All right. So let's use our graphic organizer. Okay. So, and we'll do is each part will go back to the first prompt and we can look at the example there. And then what you think about this topic, for how we could write a good topic sentence. So remember our first prompt, my topic sentence was many children spend extra time using electronic devices during summer vacation. Okay, so what do you think we could simply write as our topic sentence for our new prompt? Should you have a later bedtime? What do you think could be a good topic sentence? Could you tell me before we write it?
Mm.
Okay, so remember topic. So topic sentence is just simply telling the reader what we're going to be writing about, right? So what is it we're going to be writing about?
Should they have a later bedtime?
Okay. All right, so how could we write, and remember topic sentence is just one straightforward sentence. So look at my example from the first one there. So look how this is just straightforward. It says many children spend extra time using electronic devices during summer vacation. All right, so remember our prompt is, should you have a later bedtime? Okay. So we just want to tell the reader, like, what is this going to be about? Okay. So can we write a sentence that simply just introduces what we're going to be writing about? What do you think could be a good topic sentence?
Um, should kids have a later bedtime?
Well, remember that. Okay, so that's as a question. Okay, so that's the question, that's the prompt. But what could we write as a statement sentence that's just simply introducing, letting the reader know about our topic? What do you think?
That they should have a later bedtime?
Ooh, okay. So you're getting to, because maybe I think they should. So what you're getting to is that next part, which is the opinion. Okay, so you ready to jump to that? So see, you're gonna be ready for that when we get to it. Just a second, okay? But our topic sentence, okay, so is just simply telling the reader what's about. Okay. So do you think, let me ask you this question. Do you think most children your age think they should have a later bedtime?
Mm.
Okay. So if most children think that, what could we simply say? Does that make you think of anything that we could simply say as a topic sentence?
Many kids,
Yeah. Go with it. Many kids. What are we writing about again? What's just the topic?
that they should have a later bedtime.
There you go. So do you think many kids think they should have a later bedtime? There you go. So that, I think that'd be a great topic sentence. What do you think? All right, can you jot that down for me right in our graphic organizer there? There you go. So I think many times we think a little too much about the topic sentence, but it's just simply just introducing it to the reader what we're writing about. All right, perfect. Okay, so now I don't think I have to ask you your opinion because I think I already know from what you just said a second ago. But I'll ask you, however. So, what do you think? Do you think kids should have a later bedtime? All right, so you're not just going to say yes, okay? So I'll go back to my example from the first one. So this is what I said first, state my opinion. I believe screen time should be limited for kids during the summer. So how do you think you could state your opinion nicely here and think about our topic?
I believe kids should have a later bedtime.
I love it. Can you write that down for me? Great way to state your opinion. So now here's the thing. If you think this, you got to give me not one, not two, but three good reasons. Okay. Now remember when I was sharing my example, I did share my reason, then I explained, and then I shared my second reason I explained. So let's just do this. I think it might be a little easier. Let's just think of three good reasons, and then we'll go back and give some good examples and elaborate and explain a little more. Okay, let's just think of three good reasons. Okay, so give me one reason. Can you tell me one before we write down? Why do you think kids should have a later bedtime? What's one reason why you think that?
Um,
Well, let's just think for a second. So think about that. Why should kids have a later bedtime? Okay, so let me ask you this. Is there something that if kids had a later bedtime that they could be using that time for? What could that time be used for?
they could read a book.
Hey, there you go. Okay, so reason one, what could we say is reason one?
They could use that time to read a book.
Perfect. Let's just put that under reason one and we'll come back for the example afterwards. Perfect. All right, reason two. What else could they like be using that time for? All right, anything else you could think of for why kids should have a later bedtime?
Homework.
Hey, okay. And as you get older, I know you're getting more homework and it's more time consuming, so you have more time, stay up later, get homework done. Awesome. All right. Reason two, put it down. All right. One more reason. One more reason for why kids should have a later bedtime. You want to do this? How about we do this? Let's start, since you've got two good reasons, let's see if we can give more details for these two, and then maybe something will come to us. How about that? Okay. All right. Let's go back to reason one. They can use that time to read a book. Okay. So go back to my example. So reason one I said limiting screen time gives children more opportunities to play. So then look at how I gave an example or elaborate on that. When children spend less time, they have more time for activities. Ooh, explore new hobbies. It's like I gave an example, right? Okay. So they can use that time to read a book. So how could you elaborate upon that and give me more details related to that? Is reading good? Ooh,
They can expand like the um
extend what? You're on the right track.
vocabulary.
That's awesome. Look at that. All right. Look what you came up with. Love it. All right. Reason two, they can do homework in that time. So how could we elaborate or explain, give more details related to this reason, related to having a later bedtime?
They're able to like study and get better grades.
Look at that. Perfect. Put it down. All right, so let's see if we can come up with one more reason. Okay, so they can use that time to read a book. They can do homework on that time, or reason three for having a later bedtime. Now, really think about it. Don't just think about something like, oh, this would be a good answer to give to me. Why would like to feel like, what do you feel like you should have a later bedtime for? Or why? If you could have a later bedtime, why?
Um,
Would you like to have a later bedtime? Why? Think realistically here. Why?
Because I can
Why do you not have a later bedtime? What would you use that time for?
playing games with my sister.
Okay. Oh, all right. So let's put that down as reason three. And of course, as an adult, I'll be like, well, you don't need more time to play games, but this is your chance to explain that. So someone like me would be able to see. All right. So now let's explain that. So why? Or give me some more elaboration or more details related to.
They would be spending more time with the family.
Oh, look at that. Family time. Perfect. All right. So for this, we've got our topic sentence. We state our opinion. We've got three reasons with three good examples. So only one last thing to do, which is our conclusion. So it's a way to wrap it all up. So go back to my prompt and I'll give you the example for the conclusion that I had. For these reasons, I believe children should have limits on their screen time during the summer.
And I could put for these reasons, I believe that children should have a later bedtime.
Perfect. Ooh, and I saw you peeking. Where did you go back to on the prompt? Where were you looking to help you? Yeah, going right back to the beginning with our topic, sentence, and opinion. Can use it in your conclusion. Perfect. Okay, so this we did together. Do you have any questions about any part of the Oreo graphic organizer? Because now you get to do it on your own. All right, so the next prompt is, should you receive an allowance for doing chores? Okay. So with that, you're going to, once again, think about all these parts, topic, sentence, and I'm sure you definitely have opinion about that, right? Come up with three good reasons related to that, explain, and then wrap it up with a conclusion. All right. Good job, Olivia.